Hi, it's Anne here, and today's video is my 11th update for my Project Pan for 2023. So I'm part of Team Project Pan style, full year Project Pan. The way I've done it this year is very similar to how Haley did it from the Beauty News Girls. They've stopped that channel. They have their own separate channels now. But Haley, a couple of years ago, did sort of like a quarterly Project Pan, and that's kind of how I've done mine this year because I didn't think I would have a lot that I could finish, but I knew I had a lot of products that I wanted to like play with and get good use out of. So without further ado, this is a good month. This is a really good update. And the sad part is it would have been nice to have like a very exciting end update. And I think this might be the better update than what's going to happen next month at the end. But nevertheless, it's going to be a good update, so let's celebrate it. The first item to talk about is this. This is the Wet n Wild Photofocus 3-in-1 primer. I have finally finished this. There's still a bit in there that I can't get out. It's just like, like it's done. We are done with it. So last month this was 39.63 grams. It's now 35.3 grams. That's a difference of 4.33 grams in total to finish this up. And it was somewhere just above this little line. Like there was very little left. I used 11.31 grams. Did I say that? So it wasn't a whole lot left to finish this. And I will not repurchase this. I don't think it did anything for me. Didn't like the sprayer. I have also finished my primer. So this is the Heimish Artless Glow Base. And yeah, I just want to thank you guys. Like, thank you. I was going to pull this out because I was getting kind of fed up of it. And you guys convinced me to keep it in the project. And I started actually marking it. And yeah, I finished it. I finished it early. And one of the reasons why I was not wanting to keep it in the project is because I thought it was going to take like longer, and I was like, oh, this is gonna roll into the new year, it's gonna take longer, but whatever, we'll just finish it out. One of the reasons why I did want to kind of power through finishing this was it has SPF in it, and it was gonna expire, I think, I can't see the date anymore, it's all worn off, but I think it was the end of this year. I think it was like October of this year, something like that. So I'm really happy to have this finished because of that. I have mixed feelings on if I would purchase this again. I've learned that, like, you can't use it like an SPF. Like, don't go heavy with it because it doesn't work. It's too much. But it is nice to have. It's a nice glowy base. It does feel nice on. Yeah, like, it was a nice product. I kind of waffled. Like, I really kind of we had our moment where we fought a lot because I was using sort of too much of it because I was trying to use it as my SPF or in place of SPF, and I feel like you kind of can't do that. You can't use too much product of this because it's going to be too emollient. It's not going to like dry down properly, and your makeup won't sit well over top of it. So yeah, that's done. That whole thing was to say I'm not 100% sure I'd repurchase this, but I might. Like, I might. It's still on the radar. It's one of those things, if I find something comparable that I'm more interested in, I'll buy. If I find like this is on sale when I'm trying to do a purchase and I need to like hit shipping, like this would be an item, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know if I would go out of my way necessarily to pick this up, but I definitely did enjoy it. So last month this was 28.89 grams. It's now 21.85 grams. That's a difference of 3.04 grams. And in total, this has been in for like a long time. I used 37.25 grams. I don't know, this was not in for the whole year, but I think this has been in since April. Next up is the foundation that I'm working on. It's the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow in 203. This is definitely getting too dark. I mean, you can even see it's not the greatest shade for me right now. I am not wearing it actually today. I've been trying to mix it with other foundations to like use it, but it is slowing down my use on it, if that makes sense. I don't know if I can finish this. It's one of those, like, I can't really tell how close to being done I am. Like, it'll be just all of a sudden I'll be like, oh, there it goes. But I haven't reached that point yet where it's like splurting. Like, it hasn't hit splurty stage. It's definitely still coming on strong. It's a pretty liquidy foundation. Again, I've had like I really loved this when I first started using it, and then I've tried other stuff, and I'm like, maybe I don't love this as much as I thought I did. The shade of this kind of only works for me from like May through to like September, so it's one of those products that I have I don't want to say I hate love, because I definitely don't hate it, but it's like a like-love relationship. So I'm not 100% sure I would repurchase this. There's a lot of drugstore foundations that I really want to try that I've never tried before or I haven't tried in a long time. So I think for that reason, I probably won't repurchase this anytime soon. And I feel like they're phasing this out. Like I'm noticing the shade range is not like strong in this. In some stores, it doesn't even seem to exist. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on with it, but I feel like they're maybe phasing it out, maybe replacing it with something else. So last month, this was 21.5 grams. It's now 19.03 grams. That's a difference of 2.47 grams. And then next up is my concealer. And this guy is almost done. I could call it now. Like, I really could. I'm definitely getting bare bones. I think I'm going to try and use a spatula to get what's in the very bottom. I did take photos, but because this is like all kind of stuck to the side, you can't really see at all. I don't think I can even show you. I can try. Oh, please don't fall over. That's going to fall over. I don't know. Can you, if it's going to focus on me or focus on, can you see in there? Like, it's at the very, very bottom. There's product way down there. Below where the little like wand actually reaches. So I might take a spatula and try and finish that out. But like I could call it now because it's like barely, like I'm kind of really like, it's almost like, you know, when the sponge is kind of just dry and you're just getting the very dregs of whatever's on the sponge on your face. That's where I'm at right now with this, but I still kind of want to push it a little further because I do really like this product, and I kind of want to see like how much further can I push it to the end of the year. I might as well try and, you know, push it as far as I can to the end of the year, and then like that's it. It's definitely done. It's definitely had its day. And I would repurchase this again. I might look for a different shade. This is in the shade Light Ivory, a little yellow for me, but I don't know if there was a pinker based shade in like the lighter range. I think I was in the store the other day and I was looking at the shades. I'm like, Light Ivory is probably the right one. There wasn't really other ones that at least stood out to me as being the shade I'd purchase over this one. So last month this was 26.19 grams. It's 24.84 grams. So that's a difference of 1.35 grams, which I feel like is pretty good use. The next item is this bareMinerals duo. So we're heading into the last month of this relationship with this guy because I am going to let it go. It's been, I've said that like 5 times now, but I think this is it. This is definitely, I kind of picked up using this for a while and I was on a good run there, and now I've fallen off the bandwagon again. And so I mentioned this in other videos, I think. I've mentioned this a few times. I mentioned it on my channel at least, that I got sick. I got COVID in November, and it hit me hard. And I didn't even wear makeup for like 2 weeks, which for me is wild. Like, even when I got COVID the last time, so I got it, I've had it twice, and both this year. So I made it all through like the core pandemic years. And then when things get back to normal, and I'm trying to live my life, and I got it in March, right after Harley passed away, and then again just in November. And in March when I got it, it was like a weekend. It was like a 3-day thing, and by the Monday, I mean, I wasn't better by the Monday, but I definitely was like functional. Like, I worked from home. Actually, it was ironic. I just started a new job, so I had to work from home for like the first little while. But like this time, it was like I was not good, and I'm still feeling chesty, you know, like I still feel like a little bit of pressure in my chest, and it's been a few weeks now. So anyway, it is what it is. But having to say that, yeah, I just didn't use makeup. I also didn't really want to use makeup because I was so sick that like I didn't want to touch my makeup when I was like that. I was like, I don't want to like infect my makeup. I don't want germs on my makeup. So I just didn't use anything. And this was a product that really fell off the wayside. Even before that, I felt like I wasn't using it, and then definitely after, like I haven't used it since. Like I haven't used this in at least 2 weeks. But I had a good run there. Like we were besties for a while, and then I let you go again. I'm sorry, which is testament to our relationship that we need to end it. So we've got 1 more month with this product, and then this is going by the wayside. It's one of the oldest products in my collection. So last month, where are we? I'm getting my lines messed up here. Last month, this was 97.42 grams. It's now 97.01 grams. That is a difference of 0.41 grams. Next up is bronzer 1 of 2. And guys, it's getting there. I know, I'm getting excited. I'm way more excited than I should be because we haven't finished it. We're not there yet. But oh, Nelly, we are so close. So this is my NYC Bronzer in Faux Sun. Speaking of super asshole products, this is like ancient, but I'm really, this is a bittersweet ending, but I'm super thrilled to like, it's definitely going to be done. And I talked, I think in my last video for this project, I was like, oh, it'll be like the 28th or 29th. I don't think so. I think I'm going to finish this early. It's definitely going to be, it's not going to be a photo finish. I was a little worried there that it might have been. No more worries. When it gets like this, when it gets a little further down, and I skipped a product. I'll show it in a second. So when it gets like this, and I find it gets hard for the brush to pick it up because it's like the stuff that's really stuck to the pan, I use a little spoolie and loosen the product a bit and then go in with a brush. And that makes it a lot easier to use. So last month, this was 29.4 grams. It's now 28.28. Sorry, it's now... The words. It's now 28.82 grams. That's a difference of 0.58 grams, which I think is really good. And the product that I skipped was this guy. It is the Sephora Mineral Compact Foundation in R15. And I do the same thing with this one because this is super hard pressed. And, oh, surprise, there's pan there too, by the way. Yay! So, again, I kind of thought like this product, I was not really moving through it, but I am definitely moving through it. I don't think I'll finish this by the end of the year. I kind of know the amount that's left, the pace that I'm using at. It's not going to be finished, but I think this will roll over. I'm just going to, I think, roll this over into next year because this can be an early win next year. And this has been good because it's a foundation still, like it's a powder, it's got pigment in it, so I get coverage from it. So when I'm wanting to do like a low makeup, no makeup day, this is working out really well for me. And then also, talked about this when I want to tone down. If I go a little hard on like the blush or the bronzer, I can tone it down with this and it works really well. I'm actually kind of sad that this particular product and this particular shade doesn't exist anymore because it works really well for me. But it is what it is. So last month this was 43.88 grams. It's now 43.31 grams. That's a difference of 0.57 grams. Next up is bronzer 2 of 2. And again, this guy's moving along. So I haven't been focusing on this one, but I still dip into it here and there. And I feel like it's moving. I've taken photos, but I haven't edited them. So I don't know the side by side yet, but I'm pretty sure it's going to show a difference. And yeah, like I don't no, this won't be finished by the end of the year, but again, I feel like this will be close to it where I can roll this over and get an early win for next year, and that'll give me kind of motivation. I wouldn't repurchase this. It's fine, but there's other things I like better. I love the NARS Laguna bronzer like so much better than this, that I wouldn't bother repurchasing this one. It was fine, but it's not my wheelhouse. It's also like a bit glowy and more glowy than I want it to be, for a cream product anyway, because I don't mind like a glowy bronzer or something like this. Is like, it's a bit unique, a bit different, but I'm not going to use it that often. And for it to be a cream product, that's a bit hard because cream products are going to go bad faster. So that's kind of where my mindset is at with this guy. So last month this was, where am I at? 36.65 grams. It's now 36.32 grams. That's a difference of 0.33 grams. Next up is our 2 blushes. So we'll start with the cream blush first. So that is the Rare Beauty blush in Nearly Neutral. And we're moving along with this guy. I don't think the pan in the middle is gonna look, but we got like an exclamation mark going now. There's a little dot there. Another bubble hole is opened up. So again, I've seen a lot of people pan these, so like this is panable. I'm just not really heavily focusing on this guy. It is something that I probably, I don't know. I'm debating on what blush to put in for my project pan next year, because again, I feel like I want to put this in because I could probably finish it, but I don't really want to just focus on this. So again, my blushes might be more of a thing where I kind of rotate through the blushes a little bit more than some of the other categories, just because I don't think I can finish a blush next year. We'll see. So, sorry, the weight's on this guy. Last month it was 40.19 grams. It's now 39.97 grams. That's a difference of 0.22 grams. I have focused on my Project Pan stuff this past month, so I feel like everything's sort of moving along pretty well, even though, like, and that's what made me super sad. That was, like, one of the things that made me the saddest when I got sick, was I was really in a good, the train was really moving good with the Project Pan, and I was like, oh, we're gonna get through some stuff. This is really good. Like, I just feel really good about my Project Pan, and then it was like, and I was so sad. I was like, oh, my Project Pan is now, like, dead in the water. You know, I was, like, on my deathbed. Not really, but, like, there's more important things to think about than Project Panning, yet that's where my brain went. Anyway, next up is my second blush, and it is the Tarte blush in Paaarty. And yeah, this guy is the one that I've been focusing on, and I haven't done the side, like, I haven't edited the photos, but I feel like looking at this guy, it's getting bigger. And again, this might be, I think this will be the blush that I'll roll over into next year, because I would like to finish it. I'm a little sad. I saw that these went on sale, like the full size. They were 50% off, and I wanted to buy Exposed, and that one was sold out. But Paaarty's, I don't know if Paaarty's still available. It was available yesterday, and I thought about purchasing it. And then again, kind of like some other products, kind of like the Heimish thing. It's like, I've tried it. I liked it. But there's so many other things out there that I want to try that it doesn't make sense for me to buy it in a full size. But I would say, like, if I didn't have a YouTube channel, if I wasn't reviewing makeup, if I wasn't trying new things, which I haven't been doing a whole lot this year, but if I didn't have that mindset, if I was just like a regular everyday person and just wanted like one or two blushes, one, okay, like four blushes, that's like a regular person collection. I would say this is a staple for, like, most people. Like, I think it'd be a really easy blush to, like, just have in your collection as your, like, everyday blush. I really enjoy wearing this. It is a bit pinker, but at the same time, it's still fairly natural looking. So it is what I am wearing today. Yes, I am wearing this today. It is looking a little more peachier on my skin. I think that's the highlight that's coming in, and then a little bit of the bronzer, because I really kind of brought my bronzer down a little bit today, because I was really blending it out. And the bronzer is the NYC Bronzer mixed with the contour in my Pan That palette. That's kind of how I've been using those. Focus. Okay, another win. Next up, we got another win. It's my highlight, and it is the Kevyn Aucoin Celestial Powder in Candlelight. And oh, where's, like, the angel, like, the heavens open up noises? I mean, it is celestial. Look at that pan. And that's a big mama pan. I took a picture of it. It was, like, early in the month when I hit pan on this. And it was, like, the teeniest, babiest pan. And I was so excited. I've actually kind of slowed down on using this, because I was like, wow, that pan, like, it started growing, and I'm like, and it's fairly flat in the middle. Like, I feel like I can make that pan. I think I'm going to focus on this, because I think I can make that pan bigger significantly by next update, like visibly at least by next update. I knew I was close. This is a deep product. There's a lot of product in this guy. And I enjoy it. I really like it. It's a great everyday highlight, great natural looking highlight. It's almost subtle enough that I feel like I could take a big fluffy brush and dust all over my face. I might try it. I used to do that with the what do you call it? The Essence highlight, the Be My highlight, the one that everybody, like most people have. And I realized it might have been a bit too much when I was doing that, but I liked it. I was very glowy. I was a little ethereal, a little cherub. Okay, not really. But anyway, so yeah, I'm pretty excited that I finally hit pan on that guy, because that was like kind of the bane of my existence for a while. Like, where is the bottom of this pan? Because I felt like I was close for so long. But I knew last month, I'm like, it's there. Like, I know it. It's so close. And I was right. It was there, finally. Eventually, I had to be right? So last month, this was 31.39 grams. It's now 31.22 grams. That is a difference of 0.17 grams. Next up is highlighter number 2, quasi-highlighter number 2. It's the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter in Too Fair. I have moved down, like the line has gone down a little on this guy. Not a whole lot, but you can see I've moved it down a little bit. The third line there. A little bit of a love-hate with this. I think the consistency of this, I think I like something. So I was playing with my BoxyCharm Temp 2 one, and I like it better. I like it better because it's more of a liquid, and it's a bit more of like a deeper peachier tone that works better with my skin tone. So I like it better. I feel like this is a bit stiff, a bit thick, a bit dry. But I've had some good days with it too. Like last month, I was like, it just was not working for me. And again, this month I've kind of done some no makeup days. No makeup days. Makeup, no makeup days. Whatever I'm trying to say. I've done like light makeup days. And this worked. Like I was like, oh, there it is. There's that like nice sort of glow with a bit of coverage that I was looking for. And again, maybe it was just like my skin. It's just one of those products. I've thought about decluttering it, but I feel like there's not, I don't know. I should have decluttered it, but I didn't know this then when I started using this because it was a lot higher. I don't know, but I'm also like, I'm so close to finishing it. Maybe I'll just finish it. Because I could potentially, I won't finish it by the end of next month, but again, it could be a rollover and an easy win next year. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see with that guy. It was 32.41 grams. It's now 31.71 grams. That's a difference of 0.7 grams. On to another product that is so close. We're so close. I've been focusing on this guy. This is the Wet n Wild Waterproof Breakup Makeup. I don't know what it's called. Breakup something. Breakup Proof Waterproof Retractable Gel Eyeliner. I just said a whole lot of words, and I'm not sure what I actually said. But anyway, look at that nubbin. It is a nubbin. There is so little left that it's going to get to the point where I'm going to hit that plastic and it's going to be awkward to use. I don't think I can finish it though by the end of the year. I think there's still going to be a teeny tiny little bit. If there's a teeny tiny little bit, I'm not going to put it in a project for next year. I'm not going to roll it over, but I will still keep it. Because I've done this with a few other products. It's like it's really close, but I don't want to put it in a project, but I'll just work on it on the sidelines and then finish it. And again, an early makeup empty for next year, a win for makeup empties at least. And even though it's not a project win. So that has changed a little bit, which has been slow going. Last month it was 5.52 grams. It's now 5.47 grams. That's a difference of 0.05 grams. And then the other eyeliner that I've kind of on and off been working on is the Essence Extreme Lasting Eye pencil in 01 Black Love. I do need to sharpen this guy, so it's actually should go down a little bit more, like already. But yeah, kind of using this guy on and off. I love this. This is a great eyeliner. Like I'm hoping it still exists because it's really, really good, and I'm hoping I can repurchase it because it was like $4. So last month this was 4.22 grams. It's now 4.18 grams. That's the difference of 0.04 grams. And then we've got our mascara. Again, it is the mascara that I'm wearing today. I feel like it's a great, or no, I was wearing it earlier today, and I ended up I put L'Oreal Lash Paradise on instead for this video, just because I felt like I spent 20 minutes trying to put eyelashes on, because I really wanted to wear eyelashes in this video, because I never wear false lashes. And I never say never. I do wear them occasionally, very rarely, but I want to get better at wearing them. I want to try and figure out what shape works for my eyes. I want to figure out, the best way for me to apply them. Holy hell, I, made a mess of my, lashes, my, everything. It was a hot mess. So yeah, we're not wearing lashes. And I went in with a different mascara. So anyway, this guy, I have been wearing this a lot. It's been a great everyday mascara. It's been a great everyday mascara because it is waterproof, and it has been a rough few months. Yeah. It's been handy that it's a waterproof type mascara. It's a tubing mascara. And it's easy to get off at the end of the day. I love tubing mascaras now. I'm totally down with the tubing mascaras. I've only tried 2, but I get it. They don't have as much volume as I would like personally, but I'll take that trade-off on an everyday basis to have the where again, I'm not worried about when I walk outside and it's raining and going to the office, if I get wet, it's oh, my mascara is going to be fine. I don't have to worry about it kind of thing. That's one of the main things that like I don't worry about it. Or like some days like my eyes just get really watery in the morning sometimes, and yeah, I don't have to worry about my mascara running because of my watery eyes. So last month this was 23.97 grams. It's now 23.65 grams. That's a difference of 0.32 grams. And then we have our last two eyebrow products, and the first one is the Merit Brow 1980 Volumizing Pomade in Brown. Again, I've talked about this, that I did not like this product. Like, I really did not like this product when I first got it, but now that it's drying out, I'm definitely liking it better. And I also feel like I need to, like, get in there, and I've actually, like, over-applied it. I'm like, oh, there's a lot of product. What's happening? Whereas I feel like when I first started using it, like, there was, like, nothing. I was like, where is the product? Like, what's going on with this? I wouldn't repurchase this only because it's super unaffordable. Like, you don't get a lot of product for the dollar value, and I feel like I still said it, the NYX Stick It is a favorite. I want to try the glue version. I don't think I would go ahead and repurchase it. If it came in a set, maybe, because like Merit has sets, I would get it that way maybe, because it's going to be more affordable. But I just wouldn't pay full price for it. That's for sure. I would not buy this at retail price, because it's just too pricey for me for what it is. So last month that was 18.03 grams. It's now 18 grams even. That's a difference of 0.03 grams. And we're rounding out with my IT Cosmetics Brow Power Universal Brow Pencil. This guy's moving. I don't know what the photo will look like, if it will show a movement on it. I haven't measured against my book in the last month or two, so I don't know if there is a difference there as well. But I'm using it, and there's a weight difference. So last month it was 8.7 grams. It's now 8.66 grams. That's a difference of 0.04 grams. It's making me realize I'm really missing in my collection. There's two things I'm really missing in my eyebrow collection, is a micro pencil and a pomade. I almost bought the ABH pomade the other day because it was on sale. Somewhere it was on sale, and I was like, no, hold off. But I'm still holding off. I was right. There is going to be a 20% off sale at Sephora for everybody. I think it's the first week of December, but it's like a one-time thing. Like, you got to be sure of what you're getting, because that's all you're getting. Unless you can get somebody else to buy some for you and use their code. Like, get them to buy and you pay them kind of thing. Anyway, sorry, tangent. But yeah, like, I'm still holding off on a couple things because I didn't buy anything during the VIB sale. Did I? No, I did. Never mind. I lie. I bought two things. I bought the lip kit and the blush kit. But I was really not planning on buying anything then because I'm only 15%. I knew there was going to be a 20% off for the peons, for the rest of us. But yeah, it is only a one-time thing. So anyway, yeah, this is not micro. It's small, but it's not micro. And I am really missing a micro pencil and a pomade. Like, that's how I like to do my brows. And this has been working with the gel. But I think I'm going to move away from eyebrow gels and back to pomades, because I just feel like it works better for me in my wonky brows. I get a bit more precision that I'm trying to get to, like, even things out a little bit. Anyway, I'm totally off on a tangent now. We've finished. We've finished talking about all this makeup. I am not going to replace the things that I finished, the primer and the spray, the setting spray, because there's only 1 month left. There's no point replacing it. Setting spray, I only have one. Technically I have two because I have a backup, but I only have the Urban Decay Primer Potion. I literally have no other setting sprays. Like, who am I? And same with primer. I only have 4, and they're all kind of like fairly, I have 5, because I have that e.l.f. Putty Primer, the big one, because that's new to me. But, like, the other ones, like, everything else that I've had for a while is fairly well used. And, like, there's no point. I just don't want to be bothered putting in a project for 1 month. We'll just start fresh next year with a new primer in the new project pan for next year. Oh, my God. There's only one more update for this project, and then that's it. So, if you like this update, feel free to give this video a little thumbs up down below. And if you haven't already, I would love it if you subscribe to my channel here in Toronto, Canada. I hope you're doing well, and I'll see you sometime soon. Bye.